was not common from like black media. I was not Obaya Titi Fupa ya water jackesi dia ko MPC omo MPP mu a ene nane nansa ene nora omokoye ye kire kese pa na wo hwe papa mpanifo tete fom na wo mutwi omoto ase ni na ne so omo ye kire e de tia yogofo wo chi omo checha mantwibu asia ko wuntumi e ko omo office na wo muntimi ema ye chama wuntumi enya ne fa hodie eno ba ye Titi to japa wo ho no waka se nkofo wi anasa no sabi se wukunu wo ma wa bregu papa enkanka wo bi etesa no Dompre obi te se Afenyo Markins sa nkofo wi si pa se mu bi wukunu a wa bregu papa wa kire se emma be pa na woni sa nkofo wi si eba be wu mu eno da nchen so a wo se wono ade kura ye na hi se musamoti wonu mi wubun se lawyers ewum we ye lawyer lawyer nanso law school no onim ekwan mo fa so musia law ade no suban bone ne ye bone nko ano mo da na de na ebusia wo hwe japa wo ba ye Titi eto na wone ne panel member a wo machia wo honum panel member yi kwakwa kanse bi na wanka ne 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 wone ne de face wo honum ebusia enye yiza kame nkwaje nchiremu ne bere sisi ye
eso e da fomboko
ate ya rem na nsada ya nkrofo ifom tene ya
enu wom sam bebre nso ka ho
enu president hama ye niam bebre o
oh yes obamoten
ho hia was
enu kra de ba kope
highlight ye no na nya de
ya hwehwe no se obi oba ma mpani bia da no so free MPP mu so free DC mu so free ekwadonko ne ba bi kro ana empo no Kofi Apelu party mu de ehwe nyane se Ghana ne e ba kope enti obi bia da majority beto abade ama no me kam do obaji atum se opani woni ye hunu se wo se na fata se wo ba bedi anim no e wo se won so se to abane ma wo a de se na fata ana wo se wo ye edima yen eno nti wo ya ye kan ewura Dompre mahama wo ba yen bosom be se enum nie wo ye nioma oguso a wo ye bi mampani tata na nato wo body free SHS ebai wono so be ne fam de wo koi mampenda da akofo wono so ebe ne fam de wono so ekoi sansan mampenda da Tamos wo be ne fam de mampani tata hwan krampo JJ Rollins wono ne ba bi ko wono so eba ye no wa metena wo kwa wo ne fam de no nteno wo bi biata ye beto aba ede ama wo ye beju atum se wona di anim no what we are expecting from you, they say, what by your neoma, ebema yeni, ye wantoye. Niasan kase, any wabano, montoaso. It wabaya, yena mampani mahamasi. If it's wabaya, dear city, any dolly, why you cran, a chess and passe, was show be a chessa ampa, why committed say, obesum o mino. Well, no, enunti, yamana baso elho, na yamon payan fantan, which she said, Wabako so aya diabroso. If it's programs, any policies, baby no other, and waka want some edia training, a chese, why crowd say, or baba some o my Ghana. If it's a Yahweh making, debi ayaka, a bokina beman penino, Ibrahim Traori, yen was some kanda. If he said, dear Papani Yano, dear Brantiano Yano, 1 year 40 years, and seeing in a Yahunioma, warrior, waba ni memon was says, or Monkokra, a car coba, car tas one cockrebi or my yebi, a woman. Omadi kan wasanso mama ye car papa bi ya efe ye bedu bedu wasene man no wo mon kokra car enfro bi man so emfa mani mamu tomato factory wo si sade be ya tomato no a wo mo ye ni bebre no enkoba se we ba be fa e de akone mamu no no akodane ani no san de aba se wo mo nto da bi wo so mo soso ebra so mo ado tomato dodo na no ene wo be si factory kama no mo adane ani aye ne kama no mo package ne kama no me de ama wo so mpeso moto ebe mo man na ska. These are the things I hear hwehwe say obi bia do beba se mampani wo Ghana ha no wono so sa na montuo we wo follow suit wono so follow ebisie nya ya bibifo won ye kan kra ye mpanifo de diesu ebinum kra nyini che no nenso so hwede abrante wo ye wa demonstrate bibia me ehun say wo ya abrante a adwen papa woni trim wo ya abrante a bokina be man no wo do e wo sa o man ne ho enu ntiti nioma wo ye no me hunu sa yensoso yempenufo akom wa bibremamu so muso yesa ebebo na mgidi sesa akwan na so no ana yemampani owura Dompre mahama wono nsoso wonam eti yemfan pipe sam to nchen yemfan dis sam to nchen wo mine first Ghana first sa Ghana tu mpone a eka ye nyina he ye te sidi so yi MPP ni ntimi ka se me de enkame NDC ni so ntimi ka so no kwa nya ho faso wo bia benya ho faso enti etore bia de meka nse ye to abawi a mama ye mfa politics sam no ento nchen kakra ye be politics no kwa na it should be moderate any kwanse ye nchenchena to extend say ye be sabotage wo bi aban ana bibia tesa eno be mo man na kwanim mi tuwei he MPP o NDC o enye ho na me hye Ghana first wo man wei se etumponi a mitimbi so man na anye ya mitimbi enfam se me MPP ni ana me NDC ni enti ebraso so oba ye nyina no ye hye oman ne nkankro mom ye support de ote aguaso no ne ye mompaye papa ma no e mompaye so obewu ana obefeli so ofeli a ebi bekan so ofeli a ebi bekan wo obama de so a eno so bi bekan ma ye we say ye dem dimfo a wo mo so aben e wo Ghana banyosemu so e be kasa odi ye nto aso e okay yo abusiano ntina se de oba ka no ho hia se o my Ghana ye dwendwen ne o ma be mi akọ anim chense de ebinom e kwa akoye form mo akọ akọtena wo EOCO ho abusia ye misa se esonfa so no ebeboa Ghana ana emwa Ghana fi se saa de wo ya ye kan e obi na anya asem ana se nipa na wonya asem EOCO fo na e kwahye eno nte no e wo se ye twen na ye ma EOCO fo no wie de mo ye nyina da se de EOCO fo eye no ho ani mfa so se ebeboa ma yetima ma obi akọ akọtena fo ho no dia ene ke be ye beka se tia ne amum se nipa no nso so a EOCO fo nsa aka no no ebia wato mra ana ebia sobo a ye de bono no ewo mu dia ene nke meka se mama mra no ene no enkonhye chense ye de be ya amanosam na returte sam ebia na ade pepu ma ye o man Ghana dia ye be ye o man na japade se ye ska se ye den se ye den won anye sana se bibia no se de kwa ya amanosam se de bibia da ne MPP ne NDC a wo man e ba sa ye nkoyanim e be sa parliament asha asetena se wo mo kwadwo ma home wo maba wo mo tena se ba akom yenu afa di aka ne se ye kwa akotena from all because say wo mo party chairman na no party pani bi ana omsu se ebia de ne efa kwan bi a wo mo no empeso ye mesre MPs ne se anamontu na omutuo no ara na wo sra omo ye me so mo because omo ye empanifo ode ben ya omo dia ya ya panyin na on demonstrate so ya panyin a me I will regard you ya me can in such a way say we ya panyin e ma ya ma wutumi bela na se ya ma ne bela ya so mo say me ba so mo say me according to I want to me lawyer na nra ya 10 minutes to 12 o'clock ya kwa kanu so no you can so much me meet bill conditions na kase when be submit bibia dia man penifo that is what he told us enti e for kra mo kwetena ye dia man fa kra kire say e form na mo kwetena nya say no tina me kase present with bill conditioner ya no tina me kase me so because omo yempanifo a ye de ekokromoti ato aba e dia mo enti anamontu a wonu mutu no me ba wo wampiwo me yampiwo manso manso ba wo so man se south me yampinka ti me ka me ho enti ana me ka so mo yempanifo anamo na mutu so mo we na se emfa hia samo yesa hia samo yesa in a sense dia mo ye no emfa mfaso bia emre ye ne a na mo se mo ne se ebia de EOCO eye no enyina so na wode ebo chema wontumi no eno nso no emu nya du ye wo se EOCO to that extent etimi keep no a ene eno nso no kwambi so no meka se nko se mo fa kwampa so na mo ka che EOCO se ni eno ta meka se nsam no a ekwaso fa wontumi no wo mo nwa ya ni me ehuni ye because apart from a contaminating de no a eno sia di fo busa no ensam no ensam foforo bi so asan so aba akiri ya so akwa jiska bi wo some banks eno no wo kwa ya kwan eni ade Exim bank for amane krata to account for sika okwaje wo bank ho so ade kwa dua aburo enti anya nsem ene nam etimi ba eno ye EOCO fo ne abetu dua na exactly okay ade omo abeka establishing so ekire ehwehwemu so omo ye fa kokko board road bi ayese wa akwaye eno so ye tuahu sika ma na yenya evidence of road Chama want to me charges. Ni nyina ka ho. Ni nyina including a contaminant no. Ni a contaminant. Okay. Etinya ya say. Because the entire me ka we ene say once won na wo kyerem say yo. EOCO fon ka tom dey betu dwan the issue were there. I think deputy attorney general kra make it clear. Enti won say ya de ekoso no wo mo fan to dwan me biam ye ni obi ante ase. so obi atia se mini se MPs be sorry akwa form e wa bra meba o ya meba no one is shifting blame no one is shifting blame
no say ne ah answer na obeka kire me say wo ye lawyer ni na wo client ayache no one meeting bail condition no na wo nim charges ayeye den ye de abo no communication be na call so between lawyer no any MPs na say no mo so free parliament e kwatena e kire say ade no mo kwan na nya sadim first a year was Afenyo ma kwanya lawyer
o ye lawyer ni
exactly enti ni papa e was say ko frɛ wo to me lawyer no bail condition charges bay enunti niama na sa bail condition no
enunti na yae
one year no a deliberate attempt to cause nuisance
enunti na ya mimi gina so aka se no ya enunti na mi gina so aka se MPs na fam wo makwakwata so mo anim de ekoso no de wo mu de a den ho hia because mo ye parliamentarians ya makwa asetama saba and someone some koka ho asem no someone kwa kwatra senkan no na say politics ana mo de bam de wona me kwanem say then is wrong nemum say nsa na tie na say bia o ma meet be condition nyina awie nemum ya sheda na yedi tani untumi so de ho nsoso no eye wrong
obian
ya can left ni ya can right because the be mo mind to pon and ya can
Ebia wentie no wutie deputy attorney general me sure say ka wonka de woke o making it clear bail condition no 50 million with two sureties according to one man kasa de woke me afa na mete say oma miti baako aka surety ne baako eno na ma omo tete form no omo ka say omo ton omo nyina mpo omo nya sa sika no ana omo nya sa surety no enti obi a sheda endetain wutumi
enti wuti de make
bail condition obi
enti no yatie enti me say
56 million 54 million to wo yomi so no na MPP for no ma no na ye
ya nsentro for dum na ye
minim sa ba ya ka no kure David odi
eni kwansa yeso benkum na yeso mu twan yenso nifa yenhwe enya finfin na yenka no kura e wa asem ni mu
be objective that's my principle
eno na me ka no
objective let me say odi we are clashing please
no we are clashing
yenye debate yenye banta we are calling
asamna yenka no yenka ni fa ni yenka bonkum
manusia wo bete de make say me say ya chi usisi ane de wo court wo kwa de yenfa ne nko court ye ba EOCO say o mama the bail and o me the condition aka ho
okay
Oma miti bail condition ne baako
pe
ena nya no enya yempo de yeka omo ankasa se aka baako na no ma omo ya allegation say bail condition ne sododo because ye ton wo mo nyina pa endru sa sika no they don't have that amount of money how metim de akoye surety no o manya baako ala se kede de Japan akoye baako nti say aka nipa baako a o menya no no so be grante enti me point ne say Sawo ya member of parliament na sawo se wo de no kura na ye adwuma wo kura nim e na nya politics Afenyo Markins is a lawyer
oh yeah me to ase
I was ko friend a lawyer ni bi sa ne say akwasi sen anse na obetu na mo bia watu member ye fa kwese EOCO say EOCO aye bibi EOCO ya be EOCO amani bail o meet bail condition ya chichas bisu ya amani bail David odi mama ye nya banta
no
ya chicha bisiu no ya mani bela no ya mani be
asma me ka no ase wo jemasi one side say bia me
ba me pase ye nyina ye te ase say we are educating the viewers ya ma viewer ni hu no kure na e wa asem ni mu ma ya nya sika no fa nu twa ha wo ya twa ha asem no e be kan finfin wo hu ani asem no e ye kuro wayani ekura na ya waya ni ne say ya macha ma wuntumi bail o mi ti bail condition no be kofie until say be friend court ya chi Charles bisu ya mani bail o mi ti ni bail condition okọ anamebwa
oh yes
so what are we talking about
enti yae ye mpesa me chone say me nka say me koka aka say EOCO na aye bone nko awo
ya kan o say EOCO so na asheda na mo person mo detain na any
because me talk from the perspective of the lawyer make us from the perspective of the lawyer
no
once ma wo kan ye no ana me gina so aka we enti sa akoba se me ba o it is me sa kan che say the EOCO say MPs ne hwe no mo nim so mo nua no wa ye bone dia de ne ho hia say wo mo sorry free parliament tieni yo ni kwa so mo sorry free parliament e wa bro so mo koya ade ho hia ma oman no Won no ntimi nka sam de blame Emma EOCO for.
In the first place krano. Adia MPs ni ye na eye bone a wase aka kire am say what they did is wrong. Parliamentary proceedings in Koso. MP.
Aha. Eno na
me MP.
Obaya. Eno na me gina on say make catch us say. Omo ye MPs. No. Eno make catch us omo ye MPs. Enti enyoma hunyama oman no so omo ye. Eno na omo nhye. No omo nye. It is omo we na say de akoso omo nuan wodi fo a. It's just a matter of some more from free ho. No mama kwan ma mra no. Ene na ye adwuma. Eno ana oman ye hwe because oman na e ba akopɛ. Si a transfer chama wuntumi wadu oman ne bone ne ye dia manosem ko katakata so a adom de oman na bebre
sa ekrom ha nokra ne MP o se ye pe nokra chama wuntumi ka MPP abankra na wo se nkomo prosecute no because yet ye na minerals commission de krata bra ye 2022 say wuntumi ni licenses say okọ forest ni mu koye adwuma yet ya no ne samatas for ko cash wo
me ti ase ya mampani kura be ye
Tisa fra bibia wuntumi ade a waye wo kroma se no kra ne yesi ye ka enanya politics ne yesi ye politics NDC NPP a wuntumi ye obi a wase ko bi kwatena form se ya kire obi a wa destroy your forest illegal mining Azam bank ne de aka ne de eno ye nkrata o mo de abra ne so musika wo ne ho eno ye between them media yam ya distraction na wakọ so enkrofo na wo mo ti money area ho na obi anom san so ne bia wawu no wunim can we trace
hwe obaya mi nhwe no mi krom
krono yes ye be ye ne yi a ya no kro ne ya eye moha
ya obaya asma ye ka wuntumi ase mi ami krom manso ababoso area ho manso area ho wakotu bi ono amensa so nko wankata so
enti minim ne enti so person man ye EOCO fire
no me kase EOCO fire boni o asema me kan me chese muma yenhwe na asam na ekoso yenyam no sam emfanto nchen na yenyina finfini ye mu ne ye na de mra de da ne yemfanto
so about the bayama
because ya ti krom ha MPP ni NDC wo ma se o ma na wie wo bi nya asam a se o ya NDC ni kwa no kwa kwata na chi so ya MPP ni kwa no kwa kwata na chi but me point ni say wo se hu se ye Ghana na ye ba akopɛ wo ma ni begina edwamene omie no so
say ya nto mo kwatena afom no
wo mo nyina MPP ni NDC me ka te obi aya me ka te MPP ni NDC because wo mo no man no ekuto mo sesei ekwadonko party wo no ma me ko wawuko ana me nyini say ekwadonko party Ghana fo meto abade ama no eti MPP ni NDC na me ka kire mo because sa na say MPP ba sisi a wono so wo be ye the same thing ena mo my Ghana yentimi nko yanim ya de bia o man atwentwene o say ya ento say ye kan bibia yenhwe ni enka nto mo mienu because wo mo mienu na esa ko de mo man and say people ya kagam say kan wo pa de ko hwe e bra na ndit for tom so mo to be the same thing ko so ana wo jafo na aba be say no kura ana mo man say ya biri because me sim ya mi krom manso area manso so onunum ko ya de wo ye wo ho enti mame me nso so de chema wuntumi aye no so because am we videos enam ya ensase a wase no e wo Ghana ha na me wira kura ho because me sam ba bia ye tu man ebi mikrom ne ho eti bia ka me ye nsuo nyina sei won enti wo man ne dia akọ no se ya sei we ya boni we ya the politics ebebem dia o ani o man no ye forget it na me nyam won say ebi mu from emako other countries
ya me ne ye nyina abo afọ all right ma me check na me kan mo messages ne kakra ma mo na ye ntwa ye ho emra tew na ye ba yetimi aba beto aso and we are live on Facebook, my CTV GH, my CTV GH. So wait to me, I join na fe. What the comment? Edi atuasi na fe. Ya kenkan edi ama. When it's no pay, wo like na wo share no. Wadaroma na wo follow. Na say me hu say mo ya de power patch say like and following no. Ekoso George Fifi Costa munyina mahumu ewo Facebook no so nyame enshamo mame kwa ahoma no so na me ne doctor eye Asante Ochre Jonathan enkodi enkomo na doctor waben wo Ghana manwese mu de me ne odi kan de ye yusu eyi ye fundamentals ayekosia ewo school mu ti wono naja from the expert angle no obetimi aboaye Dr. Jonathan wadaroma no pay mechia good morning.
Morning, Yaba.
Pacho Bokode.
I'm saying, and a play moving down prayer. Me, Jarena, you on train.
Mate. Not a baby. And another, I'm a tattoo for the one password basis. Abre.
For God and country.
Madam, my father, and I mean, I'm a Sam. Made I say so. Me ano pay me ne ma hwefo ya peso oboa ye nkakra amanyo sama ye e wo Ghana baby aye kwei se ebeboa ye ni ye nyini wa amanyo sem ni mu ana ne nyina ya desua yesua but enra de course so e wo EOCO members of parliament e kwotena form in solidarity with Chairman Wontumi they claim say bill condition no esododo and nti no mo kwotena tena form in the form of demonstration any other the whole situation now e course no in the political space, you know, as a government, governing party, our opposition are in the 6 months, and then they can find.
Well, the woman said the minority or the MPP now they lack quality leadership.
Okay.
They lack quality leadership because they are not too tactful with the leadership style opposition to government.
Okay.
They are not tactful at all. A similar situation here we're attaching the client.
Yeah.
The bail condition was too high. What did he do? He went to court and secured a good way for his client. So, if a similar thing is happening, now say, if you say you want it varied, is this a channel you use? So, I'm not China company. This is a private citizen of this country, having access with the law or with the state. How do you leave parliamentary business and relate your parliamentary business to that? And what is the business must be varied? Speaking with that venom of authority on your part, as if you are in the right. Goodness. I am saying that if this is the kind of leadership MPP is going to provide in opposition, and number of opposition are checked. That belligerent style of Mr. Afenyo Markins is not helping them in any way. And in Penifomia, legislatures, you go and sit in the street. What kind of leadership are you providing? Adults and kids. I quite say, Oba, na wakofa sekan wouldn't say betwa no ade afin himself. Na watena from the wosu because of person what sekan no man. But who wouldn't say what the man obey den obepla. So I am one pa because the MPP that we've known over the they lack quality leadership, to say the least. And they are not demonstrating any kind of quality leadership in opposition. They are not even putting up constructive criticism. Because according to say, anytime Biana, they will scream the loudest, they get it wrong. They get it wrong. So who said, first deputy speaker, they told him that as parliamentarians, they cannot in any way interfere. The only thing the only means of to me as solve such a problem. It is either you go and negotiate or you go to court so that they will tie the hand of that state institution.
Okay.
From upping or keeping the bail condition at that level. What I know in the law enforcement and state institutions are more to the law enforcement and say, when you about this. Now, a bail condition of 10 million Ghana citizens for money.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that looking at probably the aggregated potential or alleged crime our committing, that is why they pegged that thing at that level. Most likely. But and they are being vindictive there, then they are also being unprofessional as far as EOCO is concerned. They are being unprofessional.
Yeah.
So that being said, I think you said the Medin Kankano, they are not providing the right leadership MPP here. You know, whom to me Nankasano, he's not getting a solid or undivided grassroots support.
Sure.
And you know, and then maybe a wire and I find and then confer about Babaka once. The Piana catch on Mampenia Kufado say, I can't woo at near Wunatin. I can't woo at near Wunatin. So when you're a quine way, no one know ye. If it is civil, fine. He must refund the money. Other than that, he must go and do those projects if they have been paid. So, you just know from him to say SML, Indiana. Then whoever released the money and kept it mid-air should also be found. Other than that, the money is with him. And how he dissipated it, nobody knows. And more prevent a situation where he will not dissipate his assets. So that if they are going to recover the money, they know that so that if it is a matter of aura, Operation Recover or looter, then it means they will be able to recover. Because as politicians, they are capable of so many things. And you know, this is where I expect the minority to read in between the lines, get ready that to me is alleged to have done, and then be tactical with your leadership.
All right, we shall send you man yourself a Ghana ha. So there be cry assembly or what to me say where a criminal issue, where a fraudulent case. Na ye the man yourself a room. Aman yourself no ye nyansiase. Ana send a process wa Ghana hana ye the fra state institution no eno na ye yensa. What is really the problem? Dear ne cause no. Miss Abiu. Dia me bi san say amanyosem na ye wa Ghana ha no entiase no na ye nyaye because I say asemi kra ye criminal issue e be a fraudulent case na ye di amanyosem akwa wuram institutions no entimi nya adwuma e woso amoye amanyosem no ne ye nyantiase e besi sa bere ana eya na deliberate ye shada
Ebo apayo mpande bi no ebo apayo ana we easily the politicians also easily manipulate the minds of the gullible.
Okay.
What I said, they easily manipulate the minds of the gullible. Nanka won to me o ne say why so why won ye then what continue you know none of woman you are inciting the public against the state. That in itself is criminal. What is against the Public Order Act? It is criminal. And I expect the law enforcers to also maybe a misdemeanor. So a misdemeanor, then you must pay a fine to that effect. Other than that, the meaning is once you have the support, you are very popular politically. Use that exposure to your advantage. The state institution feels that someone here careful, they may create some kind of instability. Then the politicians will interfere behind the scenes. But if we are to isolate state institutions from political interferences, that means to say our democracy is growing. If you look at what President Akufo-Addo did, he virtually bastardized all state institutions.
We are
the agenda.
part of the solidarity with our
institutions must be insulated from unnecessary or unbearable political interferences.
through the media to what country to know.
Don't talk about to us about it too. I did be watching in Pachoy or more young. Often in Pachoy when you sound in my I don't catch my until.
Yeah. Until the first of all, I didn't kind of discuss it.
Yes.
It's a way of, you see, once state institution is weakened, there's no way they will be able to hold accountable the political actors. It is only at the time now, those political actors in any abemu, and then they get their mojo back, and they're able to hold accountable. Usually those who were in government, but not those in current government.
Okay.
So you will need a strong leader, like the posture of the current president, Mr. Mahama, by warning them, say, and yet a buyer agent. No one can say some me appointees, no. Be aware, no fancham. Then the other side, you know, a manipulation.
Okay.
Manipulation of the gullible. And I think the sides are guilty. Manipulation of the gullible, both sides are guilty. And see that we've been seeing that all over the Fourth Republic. Now people are giving solidarity, they go and so on and so forth. But you see, some of these things must be backed by principle. It should be very principled. In a sense, say, when Atuforsen's charge was leveled against him, the very interview I'm immigrant on so many platforms, I said that is persecution and not prosecution. Because Atuforsen, then, Honorable Atuforsen, then he became a doctor, was already every now and then one step ahead of the economic gurus within the MPP government then. I didn't know kind. But see, they call IMF. So, the late, you're not going to IMF today. What happened? He told us that we were going to get a haircut. Okay, Omanpenny State of the Nation address, they deny it. Dr. Baumia referred to it some weeks back after the report had been released. Say, born way no, any idea. And so many other things that Dr. Tufos was ahead of them. So you see, sir, when the prosecution was continuing, and it even became apparent to say, Gofadame had acted unethically, you see, it generated comradeship, support for him. But on principle, parliamentarians saw their compeer being taken through processes that was very unlawful, so they had to support. And Tamawoon to me, who is an ordinary citizen, could make me a taxpayer for the legislature to leave the job, not because they say, the Mrebia bar or Munjintu, and the bill the bar Mufi said, a touchman. And I say, the Tuabia bar or Muya again so that they will work out. This kind of workout is gross irresponsibility, very unethical, not tactful. And for me, it's lack of good leadership that is being provided at Mr. Afenyo Markins.
Okay. So, Sisiano, Ediana, was a party in your day na womu here because it look as if day in, day out, or more attitude, and near my woman, speaking differently. As a man, you at the football say, as a woman, they are not learning. It's like Debia, Wamo, DP more, they are sinking more. What are they supposed to do? Party leadership from the
yeah. No, Biano, or Shese, or didn't be in the not too distant future in terms of party leadership. That is Dr. Banechampo interested.
Yeah.
Candidate Japan has already demonstrated his interest. Dr. Baumia is ahead of them, still going on a thank you tour that is very unpopular. Obian Ponte say he's still going on a thank you tour. I say, when you want a thank you tour to this place? So everybody is jockeying for future position. And Acquire say the leadership, and said that new papa. A new papa. We don't really have anybody currently in the MPP who has the craft to lead in a direction that can have an undivided attention. But the leadership they have been providing, the opposition they have been providing, it is rather increasing the goodwill of the president and that of the vice. It is rather increasing their goodwill. In fact, the entirety of government, goodwill. Okay. I've seen some social media interview. A brand telecast on two Mama Hamada. I say, they can't say, anytime you make say, Mahama, for the first time. Because Obika say, when the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will
expose you.
So now, look at what is happening. Doesn't mean that the fundamentals are not right now. Or the fundamentals are improving.
Yeah.
So that being said, the government still has a huge goodwill of the people. I mean, MPP in terms of leadership, and opposition, and that is making them get it wrong on daily basis. How Afenyo Markins, for example, before the vetting, you started criticizing the president, say, the cabinet,
yeah.
Is this a constructive criticism from a minority leader? One in actual fact, the 14 days had not even elapsed.
Yeah.
So they will have to go back to the drawing board, have a rethink, re-strategize. They should take their time. It is early days yet. Unfortunately for them, the president is someone who is not ready to make any mistake because of the benefit of hindsight. I don't think that the America say, Omampeni Mahama so done in Yamias say, when Nyankopan Samana Kunya, so the media buying also view. Because if he probably had continued in 2016, maybe he wouldn't have had that benefit of hindsight and provided kind of good leadership that we are seeing. So I will advise them, say they should hasten slowly. They should wait. When proper mistakes are made, then they can launch an onslaught on government so that we also know, say, they are providing proper opposition. But as it stands now, they are being just lawless. And this lawlessness is not inuring to the advantage or benefit of the MPP. People are rather seeing them for who they are. Opposition for opposition's sake.
Dr. Ameda Papa Pane Wada Giano Pay, Yamishao. All right. Dr. Jonathan Asante Ochre, and I and Kodi in Komono, or a political scientist, and it's Nimdifono, a Drew Babiana, Yabwa, Wamosabe, the Omunim Diaka, Ababe Kayen.
I was a baby, I'll show me be our how near Mania, but then the beer died, and that was to be a no. But what they said when we be doing Como, yet someone wants to be a bar, a friend say, a Yesica Coco, and I'll go to summoner. But how beer that was to be a we have some receive. I think we are Bema or Shano, Bema, somewhere from Bema, a Ketua, Rabedi Bula Matali, a Druby, now Bema, and Yakasi, waiting up for Jumanso Ache, our MP. Yet they are Quanchebi Abba, a Buziania show Shibrim. I a friend simply for Quantre, and I say, we to my friend back to sender. Only be how, only be tata. What to bet, I will sanity will be cool. But what days of the fan numbers in a good screen, I say, now when I make a show, she will move here. The bomb, what days I met you near Obey.